Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that I don't see a lot of channels talking about, and that's going to be first aid. Alright, you see a lot of adventure channels, they show you the driving, the setting up, just like I have. They show you reviews, but what they don't show you and what they don't talk about is first aid. Now, why would you need first aid? Well, any number of reasons when you're camping, off-roading, hiking, things of that nature. All right, or just trail riding for the day. Many things could happen. All right, from anywhere from small cuts, bruises, broken bones, impalements. All right, today we're going to talk about is a product that I got from Lightening Products, and it is a small first aid bag. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen this in the videos. This thing I have had for 3 years. I have added to it, and it did come with about 230 items already in the bag. I'm not sponsored by these guys. They don't know who I am. I bought this years ago. This is just something that I think is important to talk about. Let's get into it. Now, as you'll notice, it does have reflective materials on both sides. The stitching and quality is good for usually being in the bed of the truck. This thing has been beat up and rolled around. It does have a shoulder strap, carry handle, and molly webbing on the back. So you can add more items to it if you need to. Alright, so I did have to rig this because I forgot my cell phone stand, but that's okay. I'm sure you guys will forgive me. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open it up, see what's on the inside. Now, if you'll notice at the very top, you have these bad boys right here, all right, along with some tweezers. Now, you might be wondering, what are these for? These are the airway kits, helping clear an airway so that somebody can actually breathe. All right. Now, I did have a life straw in here for a just-in-case scenario, in case I needed to get some water when we were out for an extended period of time. I did have a life straw in there. Don't plan on ever using it. We'll go with the small pouches first. All right. One of the more important things in this kit is a tourniquet. It did not come with this. This is a Cat Gen 7. All right. Always good to have a tourniquet. All right, especially for severed limbs, impalements, stabbings, even if it's by branches. If you can stop the bleeding, you're extending that person's ability to get them to a hospital. In this pouch, we also have a adhesive bandage. You have some ammonia towelettes. You've got 19 grams of orange glucose, triple antibiotic ointment, medical tape. I absolutely hate this stuff. It never sticks when you want to, and it always sticks when you don't need it to. And lastly, in this little pouch, you have an eye wash solution, so you can rinse your eyes out if you get something in there. All right, on the other side, we have another adhesive bandage, and we have woven bandages for wrapping wounds. There's 2 of them in there. Trauma shears. All right, we've got some more bandages for wrapping wounds. These 2 I added into the kit. Now, when it tells you 240 items, that's counting every individual bandage. Okay. And one of the things that it comes with is a pack of 100 assorted bandages. So you've got really small, and then they get bigger, and then they get slightly bigger, and they continue to get slightly bigger, and even bigger still, until you get to the biggest one. Okay, that is 100 pieces out of the 230, 240 piece set. Okay. You have a finger splint. Now I did add these two. These are nasopharyngeal airways. All right. Yes, I know they are expired, but the packaging is not damaged, and if I need it in a pinch, they're good to go. But I will end up replacing those and getting them new ones. This right here is a bug bite pad. There's a few of these in there. This is to help for bug bites. You have 2 instant cold packs. You just shake, squeeze, and then these things will get real cold. All right, these are actually really nice. It does give you a first aid guide in case you're not sure on how to use any of the products that it comes with. You have 2 burn dressings. And then this is a chest seal. All right, in case there's any sort of puncture into the chest cavity, this will help me stop the person from getting what's called a tension pneumothorax. All right, moving on to the next side. You have conforming stretch gauze. All right, you have a lot of these in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. So you've got 4 really big ones and 2 smaller ones. All right, but that's stretch gauze for you. I added the quick clot. I don't believe this came with it. I believe I did put this in here. It does come with 2 triangle bandages. All right, good old trusty triangle bandages. If you're ever in the military, you know what those are. And then you have oval eye pads. You have a 5x9 abdominal pad. You have 1, 2 of those, and then you have a 8x10 extra absorbent abdominal pad. Next thing we have here, Swiss Safe Emergency Compression Bandage. All right, 6 inches. All right, if you've never seen a compression bandage, it comes with a little piece right here. All right, and all you do is you wrap the bandage around the wound, fold it over itself and tighten just like in the diagram here. Okay, and what that does is that applies direct pressure so that someone doesn't have to constantly hold pressure to the wound. It actually works really well. I have more compression bandages. I've got at least 3 more of these ones I added to the pack. This right here is a universal splint. All right, can be used for arm, legs, any number of things. And then here we have a lot more 4x4 non-moving gauze sponges. Moving to the sides, I'm going to open it up. We have 2 pairs of large black gloves. Now, I would prefer blue if you're dealing with any sort of trauma or injury. Blue is easier to see blood. And in here, we have a blood pressure cuff. All right, going on to the next one. We have a CPR mask. And we also have a CPR face shield in case you don't want to go mouth to mouth somebody. You have a face shield. That way you don't have to. All right, this is for adults and infants. And the next thing we have is a stethoscope with replacement odds and ends. This actually does work really well. All right, and then all this folds up, nice and neat. Too easy. Now some of you may be like, Chase, that's cool and all. It's got a lot of nice stuff. Literally could handle just about anything that happens out at camp or in life in general. But where am I going to carry this thing? If I'm a hiker, if I'm backpacking, I can't carry this big old bag around, right? Okay, I'll give you that. That's where you get something smaller, right? Little IFAK, right? This is a little ouch pouch. I honestly don't remember where I got this. I've had it for a while. Something like this, it's small. You can easily attach it to your bag, your ruck. You can carry it anywhere, and it's lightweight. There's nothing to it. All right, I will be doing a review on this in another video, so check that out. So to end the video out, why would you need this? Again, in case of injury, all right? A lot of us go camping, we go hiking, you know, whether it be on foot, overlanding, all right? Any number of things could happen, all right? It's important to have first aid. Now, all of this stuff is really cool. It's really fun to learn how to use it all, and I highly recommend getting some sort of class. Learn how to use the equipment that you're getting. Otherwise, all this stuff is going to be absolutely no good. Okay, so you want to make sure you get the right training in order to know how to use the stuff effectively. I want to thank you all for checking out the first aid bag that I've got. All right, and I will see you next time as we continue chasing the experience.